Hi, I'm Amrit from Walfinch.
Hi, I'm Bez from Drop Gym.
And you're tuned in to the Built to Build podcast. How are we doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good to see you. Yeah. So we're talking about alcohol today. We've got some vodka in here.
And its issues. There is some vodka.
Could be. You never know.
Theme of the day, yeah.
Yeah. So, talk to me. I mean, actually, when I was growing up, I was a teetotaler, right? So until I met my wife now, who was like, "Why don't you drink?" I met her when in my early 20s, but I didn't start drinking till my late 20s.
Okay, really?
I was a teetotaler until I was like 27, 28.
Yeah, that's usually the age some people stop drinking.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, we're a little Negroni there. And so,
exactly.
but I was like, literally at uni, I was just so clean because I didn't really. I mean, a bit of Diet Coke maybe, but really it was water. I didn't drink tea or coffee. I also didn't start drinking coffee until I was 30. So it was,
time of your life.
It was honestly it was the healthiest. I mean, Cadbury's would say otherwise, but I was single-handedly propping them up. But I had a sweet tooth, but like nothing else. It's very interesting. I probably went down that route thinking about alcoholism in Punjabi communities, and it's like a really big thing. And so I think like in my mind it was like, actually I'm just going to stay away from that whole thing. But then actually I started drinking and you'd have fun with it. But what is really nice now is that I can drink or not drink on a night out, and I can have fun on both. But yeah, like what's
if you do it that way, it's also never going to be messy or too. You're not overloading on alcohol.
And
obviously, when you're 20, you could have like 20 beers. Just to figure out that you can't have 20 beers.
Yeah.
That's how you find out.
I found out at 28 that hey,
actually, there's a limit.
Turns out that 14 espresso martinis are not the way forward, man.
Woke up in the park.
It was a New Year's Eve party for a buddy of mine, and we went to his house. Ben, he's a great chef and a mixologist, and I was like, oh, this is very nice. And I woke up the next morning, and I was like, Ben, why didn't you stop me, man? So I mean, it's really interesting that.
What you're saying is quite interesting because you, at the age of 20, drunk loads of water, no alcohol, but you ate bad food.
Yeah.
But if you had to make an exchange now and you said to me, I want to cheat on Saturday and can I have a bottle of wine or a burger and fries? I would always let you have the burger and fries rather than the wine. Because the toxins in alcohol, they will stress your liver out, which in turn will make everything worse. The recovery of your muscles, your blood pressure. There's so many variables that come from just how healthy or happy your liver and kidneys are. So the fact that it stresses your liver out means recovery is terrible for 3 days. But if I gave you burger and fries, you'd eat that today and you'd have a higher calorie input for Monday or whatever day it is. But tomorrow you're fine. You're back in the game.
And it doesn't there's no kind of medium-term issues on the gut and all all of that.
But even that is a day long. It's not 3 or 4 days long.
Yeah.
So
whereas the toxins
are. If you drunk 2-3 times a week and you had loads of units in those 3 days, your ability in the gym, your flexibility, it'll all be worse.
That's
sleep
so
quality is terrible.
Yeah. So I find that now. I find for the first time ever, if I've had a load of wine or whatever, I find that you kind of wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning. And, that's actually I'm now awake basically, which never used to happen.
And if anything, a burger and fries will make you sleep better.
Yeah.
Great sleep that evening. Yeah, when you've been like relatively hungry for the week dieting, and then one day you get to indulge in processed foods or higher calorie food, even if it's the same thing but more of it.
Yeah.
Then your body will be rested. Cortisol will be low. You get good sleep.
That's very interesting. So, what is too much? So, if I have one gin and tonic,
I'd say I'd always try and decrease frequency of intakes rather than volume.
Okay.
Per intake. So, let's say you drink once a week and you have 15 units on that day, and then.
What is 15 units? Explain to me in shots.
Right. So I mean, I'd say I think a beer is 1.4.
We're gonna need our researcher on this.
Researcher.
So what? And while you're researching,
and also that's not a very good gauge of what a lot is because 15 units might have you paralytic, but someone else had 15 units and that's the night beginning.
Yeah.
1 unit is
1 unit is 1 shot.
What is it in beers and wine though?
I think wine's like 2.5 for a medium glass.
Okay.
A standard glass of wine has about 2 to 2.3 units of alcohol. Should we do beer?
That's quite a lot of wine, actually.
Yeah. So let's say you have 4 to 6 glasses of wine.
Yeah.
And that makes you drunk. That means you've had more than your body can handle.
Yeah.
Like I said, depending on the person a little bit.
That's very interesting.
Your missus might have 1 glass of
Yeah.
wine and be flying.
Yeah.
And you need 2 bottles to actually.
Yeah.
Your tolerance can vary. But whatever your tolerance is, you exceed that and you're drunk and you're dehydrated and you sleep, you are undoubtedly going to deal with that. You know, your testosterone will also drop.
So
For the next day or 2.
is that
You
right?
have low testosterone. You know.
So testosterone will fall, and is that a long term?
You have testicular atrophy, so your output of testosterone lowers, and then your output of estrogen stays the same. So that's bad. We always want men to have way more test than estrogen, and women are the opposite. So yeah, there's a few knock-on effects, and if you were trying to get in really good shape for a photo shoot or for a show, I would maybe give you 3 burgers a week.
Yeah.
If I felt like you were unsettled, unhappy, stressed, sleep is bad, and there was no point of a competition prep where I would ever give you alcohol.
Yeah.
Unheard of.
That's very interesting. So if you were to talk about the whole cycle of what alcohol does to my body, I'm having this. I say I have two G&Ts today, right? And so.
So yeah, that's what I was saying. Basically, if you have like 1 evening where you have loads of units, and then 3 evenings where you have 1 or 2 units, 3 units even, I would say take one of those days out.
Yeah.
And leave the other 3 alone.
Yeah.
I'll take another day out. And maybe eventually I even get you to just have 1 heavy evening.
Yeah.
I've taken all the social drinking out.
Yeah.
That still means that your body is able to function and recover for 4 or 5 days, and you have 1 or 2 you pay for your social
And that is
life.
just with 1 drink. That is like going on
One heavy
my
drink.
whole. Okay.
You
And
definitely are, like I said, yes, less useful. Your body is less optimal for at least 2 to 3 days.
very interesting. And so it's
So
really my
drinking
liver
twice a
and
week.
kidneys are getting hammered
your,
from
your
from
liver
that.
mainly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drinking twice a week means that you could spend, if they're spread out evenly, it's actually
Yeah.
better for them to be back to back than to be spread out evenly.
Is that right?
Yeah, because then you get to detox your liver from, you drink Friday, Saturday, but from Sunday,
Yeah.
detox starts, and by Monday, Tuesday, you're okay.
Yeah.
If you drank Saturday and then you wait till Tuesday, when
Yeah.
when is the liver not stressed?
No, that's very interesting. And the thing that you talk about hormones, I think that is particularly interesting. I've never really thought about it from that. Like you instinctively know
Yep.
it's not good for your liver, whatever that means, but it's not good for your liver. But actually, what you're then saying is that it's also impacting your testosterone.
Yep. So that has no media effect on women, for example. But in general, there's a lot of bad habits that can lead to change in estrogen or testosterone.
Interesting.
And knock on of something else that's unhealthy, like sleep. The correlation between someone who sleeps 4 hours having less testosterone and someone who sleeps 6 is far more positive than any alcohol, any food.
And what sleep level
Should
does
get at
someone?
least 6 hours. And
Yeah.
once again, depending on the person. I've met guys that can function on 5 for 25 years, and I met people that if they get under 8, they're a zombie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. And then
6
okay,
is a minimum.
so 6
For
a
someone
minimum.
doing
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like to maintain
Aggressively.
hormone levels and all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. Yeah.
Should be 6.
And then so, okay, I've had a heavy night of drinking, and my head's pounding in the morning. I'm dehydrated. I've got a hangover.
Yeah.
What do I do? What's the hack here?
So your main issue is dehydration, and the best way to refresh your liver is just to overly hydrate. So you're asking me, how do you avoid the hangover after you've already had the drinks?
Well, I suppose I'm asking you 2 questions, right? One is how do I fix the hangover, and 2 is how do I drink and not get the hangover?
Okay, so to not get the hangover, I would say you probably should have a healthy, should have a meal that's full of protein, fiber, healthy fats or healthy carbs, quite slow digesting, quite a lot of food for absorption. If you were to supplement, you would have, I think you pronounce it curcumin or curcumin.
Okay.
And that doesn't, as a powder form, if you have that before drinking or with food before drinking, it doesn't allow alcohol absorption to be so high. It's like a little trick
Interesting.
for avoiding that. And then
Get that from my wife.
everything,
It's a headache now.
really,
Yeah.
I mean, Asian people
Yeah.
have there's like a little thing they do with the nuts
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
seeds. And
Yeah.
there is turmeric or
Well, turmeric and everything.
they have
but
like a shot of
yeah.
something in the morning. Because
Yeah.
I train a family that's like, they're like 5 people living at home and 4 of them are really old.
Yeah.
But they all do it in the morning as a routine.
Nice. Yeah.
But then when I remember I saw the ingredients of it, I was like, this is all actually really healthy stuff.
Yeah.
You should do that every morning.
Yeah.
It's a great little- great
This is a
little trick.
good morning shot. You know,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, exactly. What was we saying?
So curcumin powder
So you have
form.
that can avoid absorption a little bit, but this is similar to when we discussed creatine.
Yeah.
Where I said I don't like recommending supplements around things like that because then someone will say, right, today I was going to have 3 tequilas, but with my curcumin and
I'm gonna have 7.
meal that Ben, yeah. So it's like I encourage them to
Best said.
do more damage.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not-
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. You
Yeah.
don't reverse it.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to do it anyway, it's a good way to damage control. But
Yes.
that doesn't mean, you know, more supplements, more
Yeah.
food, more water means extra pints.
Yeah.
And then that would be the next thing. So hydrating before you drink, during your drinking, and after, before bed, super important.
So
As much as you
hydrating.
can.
You know, I tend to find that if I feel really hydrated, and you know, I tend to have, like what you're saying protein wise. I mean, I tend to have that's my main meal anyway. But like the hydration, you know, certainly now like it's colder, you generally drink less. But if I drink loads of water, and then I'm drinking in the evening, I feel much better in the morning.
Way
you
less
know?
of a hangover.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really actually suffer from hangovers in general.
Okay.
I do feel a bit crap in the morning, but you know,
Like,
actually.
If you put 10 people if 10 people went for dinner and they all had the same amount of alcohol, and then 5 of them, you know, had a glass of water and slept,
Yeah.
and the other 5 had 2 liters of water and slept, the chances of the 5 who had 2 liters having a bad hangover is 0.
You know,
Just
it's so interesting. I bet that's probably why I don't suffer from hangovers, because I
You're just
generally
actually
drink
conscious
loads of water.
You're
You know.
conscious of hydration, and then you fix half your problems.
Yeah, that's really
And
interesting.
in the morning, you obviously are going to crave, you know, cortisol is high, your body's damaged, stressed, so you're going to crave crappy foods.
My general go-to is 1.5 glasses of water for every drink. You know, depending on what we're drinking. So it's like
That's a higher ratio
you know,
than anyone.
You know, so I'm like, but I also just really like drinking water. My wife's like, you're like a camel. Every time I see anything, it's just gone. You know, it's like, like I was just walking past the loo yesterday. I was like, what bottle? I was like, thank you, I'll take that. You
A lot
know,
of people we take on meat, they are underhydrated, as in they don't dehydrated. Sorry, they don't have enough water.
Yeah.
Or they think they have enough and they don't. So it should be, you know, at least a couple liters.
talking about the water. It's all this talking water.
And I think we covered this once on the pod. We eat 50 kilos, 2 liters body weight.
Yeah.
Each cup of coffee or tea, another cup of water.
Yeah.
And then you put that into a calculator. People are like 4.5 liters.
Yeah.
I'm never going to do that. I have clients your age and weight that do so.
Yeah. So
We'll build
this.
up to it.
Well,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, this is
Or
it.
at least
You just
get
need to
closer.
make a habit.
If someone's aiming for 4.5 liters and they're starting at 1,
Yeah.
they end up drinking 1.5 liters and saying, dude, I'm going to the toilet a lot.
Yeah.
I've still improved their life by adding half a liter. a day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
still a good step.
No, this is it. I did a whole Wellman test recently, and my wife was like, "Get your prostate checked. You wee all the time." I was like, "I also drink about 7 gallons of
yeah,
water
we're
every
doing
day.
it.
Like you know, it's like we're not."
Yeah.
So this is really interesting. So what we're saying here is the hydration bit is really cool, right? So we can help prevent a hangover from hydration, and also if we are hanging, having lots of water and electrolytes and water, you know, all of that great. The food bit I thought was interesting. I've not really thought about it like that, but what you're saying is having a high protein and
So protein is a slow digesting, healthy fats are slow digesting.
healthy fats in a meal. What does that look like?
Slow digesting. Fiber makes sure digestion is good, and that means it's sitting in your stomach for longer. And it's also, you know, between your stomach and gut, it's not allowing alcohol to be on. You know, empty stomach is how you really get drunk.
Yeah, that's
So
interesting.
You're trying to avoid that, not by having. It was the traditional have a pint of
Eating's
milk.
cheating.
Pint of milk before you go out. You ever been through that? You were doing that pint of milk before they go out.
Yeah, I mean,
It lines your stomach.
it's interesting. I've seen a lot of stuff. You know, being Punjabi, you know, you see a lot of it, right? It's like, you know, I know how to get drunk quickly, or know how to drink a lot and not get drunk quickly. You know, it's but yeah, I have seen the pint of milk piece. But
Yeah, so people are doing that. But like I said, just quality food. You can supplement if you want to, you know, pay more attention to detail. Hydrate. Then you wake up. If you wake up with a hangover, it's already too late.
Yeah.
Then it's about how do I get out of the hangover. So
Nice.
there's 2 interesting things on that. Number one, foods like bananas and eggs are great.
Yeah.
A lot of people know that.
Yeah.
They have a Bloody Mary, which has a few ingredients in there which are helpful for. Number 2, if you're going to train, so I would never get someone to train the day before drinking, or the day of.
Even
So
before the
you're gonna-
drinking?
Let's say you're going to train. I mean, you're going to go out tonight.
Yeah,
Today you wouldn't drink.
yeah,
Because whatever damage you do in the gym today, you're not able to recover because tomorrow your liver's screwed.
yeah,
I'd much rather tomorrow you wake up and start to recover and then go to the gym, and beyond that point,
yeah.
your muscle can actually recover.
Interesting.
It
So,
should be the day after, not the day of. And we always do the reverse. So I'm drinking, I'm gonna be hanging tomorrow, so I won't feel like training. It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
yeah, but whatever you're training today is a waste of time.
Really?
You're not gonna do much yet. There's not gonna be much progress. How can you put on muscle tissue, which is super difficult, and be in a,
Yeah.
in a hungover state?
That's
So
very
the body's
interesting when
not
you say it like
happy.
that.
Yeah.
That's very
So I always
interesting.
tell them to do the day after, and then they can start the recovery process. And actually, it's a great way to. So eat well in the morning, hydrate, go to the gym, run, swim.
Yeah,
That's a great way to get rid of a hangover.
yeah.
It's
Sweat it out,
Yeah,
basically. Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Just move and
Yeah.
increase heart rate a little bit. And
No, that's great. No, thanks, man. That's I've got my checklist is ready. You know, I might
Yeah.
even throw a little sauna in there as well. You know, or,
yeah, even sauna, great for detoxing.
yeah, and just get it all out. That's great. That's very
And
interesting. I
always
think.
better hot than cold.
Better hot than cold when
Yeah.
you. Okay, and why is
In
that?
general, for recovery, I recommend hot rather than cold. Both is good, but yeah,
Interesting.
If I had to pick one or the other,
Very cool.
because hot, something that's really cold, it takes blood away from the tissue,
Yeah,
the joint, and then allows you to flush new blood in. That's quite extreme. You
Nice.
sit in a plunge pool for 8 minutes, you become purple.
yeah.
But if it's hot, it just increases circulation around that muscle or joint, and that means you're doing the same thing, new blood without the extreme. You can
That's
sit in a sauna for 25 minutes.
yeah, yeah.
You're not plunge pooling.
For 25 minutes. So yeah, it's maybe not for 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. 2 minutes pretty,
Yeah, it's
pretty tough, yeah.
pretty hard. So, all right, good stuff. Thank you very much.
Great.
It's been a real pleasure.
Great.
And until next time,
See
see
you
you
later.
guys.
Wait. So we're going to add on, you don't edit this bit out. We'll add on, I'm going to generate some ChatGPT.
Oh,
cocktails
yes.
for you.
Yep.
Yeah, you
So
can.
we can just do this as a bonus feature.
Yeah. Why don't we just do it as a standalone?
You think?
Or no, you want to add it in? Add it in. Let's go. Okay.
Right, okay. Because we've been. Hold on. Okay, because we've been talking.
We're
about,
filming again, yeah.
Sorry,
So
sorry.
we're gonna, yeah, all right.
Okay, because we've been talking about drinking, I thought maybe we could generate some cocktails based on your personalities. So,
All right.
what is your favourite cocktail, would you say?
I'd say my go-to is a Negroni.
Yep. I've seen your video making it.
Yeah. Thank you. It's,
Okay, I'm going to put some information about your personality, what you do, and also your favourite drink. And so you have got the walking CEO Negroni.
very nice.
The idea, this is a Negroni that keeps walking. It respects Amrit's favourite drink, borrows the focus and sharpens, and the sharpness of a cortado, and reflects the CEO who leads from the pavement, not the boardroom. Ingredients: 25 millilitres of dry London gin, 20 millilitres
that
of
good or bad?
Campari, 20 millilitres of sweet vermouth, 10 millilitres of cold brew coffee, 1 dash of orange bitters.
Crikey, might actually try that.
Yeah.
But not on the day of
Like,
training.
podcast is really good. This inspires me to
Yes, this is
drink some
great.
alcohol.
This is a health
Thanks
podcast.
for the advice, Bez, yeah. Can you send me that on WhatsApp?
Yeah, please do. All right.
What is your favourite cocktail?
I don't have cocktails very often. If I do, it'd be an old fashioned or a Negroni. as well.
Nice.
Let's go old fashioned. Okay.
It's usually beer or wine, and I sip on it rather than.
Okay. The UK champion old fashioned.
Yeah.
This is an old fashioned that behaves like Bez does. Disciplined, efficient, quietly dominant. Nothing ornamental. Every element earns its place. It doesn't improve If it doesn't improve performance, it's not in the glass. Ingredients: 50 millilitres of high-proof bourbon or rye, 1 bar spoon Demerara syrup, 2 dashes of Angostura bitters, 1 dash cocoa bitters, 1 tiny pinch of sea salt.
Nice. I like the sea salt.
Yeah. And what was it like a syrup?
Yeah,
The
this.
second ingredient.
Yeah, basically, you could just do it with. You could just make it yourself, just clear syrup. But yeah, very cool.
Would you try these?
There's
do
no
you think?
protein.
I would.
There's no protein in there.
There's no protein.
ChatGPT quite disappointed.
This
Add some protein.
sprinkle away.
10 mil of weight, yeah.
Mix in a creatine. Help with a hangover.
This uses milk washing to add protein.
Yes,
body, and
there we go.
sweetener.
Now,
Very good.
now it's worth.
There you go. Posh whiskey.
I remember the main thing we hear about alcohol, if there is an excuse, is I'm going to have a slimline gin and tonic. So it's
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah.
But that's not the issue.
No, the gin is the issue.
gin
The
is
tonic
the
is cool,
Tonic
right?
is,
It's-
yeah,
yeah,
secondary,
yeah. No.